Hello, everybody. I am Mishmina Tusla, coming up with how unsafe sex can lead to teenage pregnancy and how it can also lead to the spreading of sexually transmitted diseases, STDs or STIs. Teenage pregnancy is a pregnancy that you get when you are the age of 19 or below. Let me say from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a teenage. And you can gain it as soon as you've started your menstrual cycle, your monthly menstrual cycle. As soon as you started it and you have sex, then it can lead to teenage pregnancy. Adolescent pregnancies are global issues, and they are mostly in a poor and marginalized community. Many girls are denied the right to make decisions about their sexual and reproductive health issues. The causes of the teenage pregnancy is one, we have the lack of education or dropping out of school. Teenagers who drop out of schools are most likely to become pregnant, and teenagers who get pregnant are most likely to drop out of school. Some pupils may drop out of school because of lack of school fees, some lack of parental care. They don't have the ones who are advising them. They just do things on their own. They don't have the ones counseling them, because a teenager, especially a girl child, needs someone who counsels them. A teenage is a very risk age. It's the point wherein you learn so many in your life. If you miss that, then it's over. It's a point wherein you learn so many. A girl child faces so many challenges in their teenage. They face so many of them. Some might think of the provocations in school, maybe because of their dress code. Pupils, friends are just so silly. They come with so many provocations. The child might be thinking that, oh, I'm too old for this class. Look at my colleagues, they are so young. They think so many. So, in order to avoid that, just don't focus to what they are saying. Just see it as a fun. So when they are coming with it, you all crack it. You all laugh as a joke. And the other reason is that the communication, lack of communication and supervision. Being busy as a parent, it's good because you find money for your family, but you just need to supervise your child, your children. You just need to communicate with them, have that close relationship with them. Let them have the boldness to be open up with you, so you'll be guiding them on how to do things. If they don't have that opportunity, they will go out to friends and explain their problems. There are good friends, there are bad friends. Some might advise them wrongly, and they might just do as they say because they don't have any idea. Having your child, you need to talk some sense in that person, because they are just children coming up. They don't know much about life. Parents have gone through so many. They have the right to advise their child and give them some examples. Another causes of teenage pregnancy is the lack of sex education, lack of the education about their sexual life. Having a daughter or a teenager does reach up to a teen age, an adolescent. Going to the teen age, you are moving up to the adult stage. You need to advise the daughter, or even your son, you need to advise that teenager how and when to do things. Don't just sit and say, oh, she's just a child. Tell them about sex. Tell them the effects of sex. Teach them about the use of contraceptives. Kids uses contraceptives. Teenagers use contraceptives. They use it. But contraceptives only prevent you from having a child. It can't prevent you from having an infection or a disease, sexually transmitted disease. It cannot. In that case, you need to educate them. Not only the use of those pills for you not to have a baby. No. You also need to be using condoms for you not to have a baby. Even the media helps to increase the rate of teenage pregnancies because teenagers nowadays, they misuse the media. Instead of going there to search for something meaningful or something entertaining, they go there to search for adult things. Those adult things, they go there to watch them. And watching them, they also want to do the practical to test how it looks like. Doing that, they don't want to know what they did to prevent themselves. They just go straight to the point, and that may cause teenage pregnancy. It might lead them to pregnancy, or if you are in a prevention, family planning, it might lead them to having an infection, sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah. So you just need to know much about sex education. When you start, you don't want to start, but when you're starving, you don't even want to start. That means when you've started having sex, as long as it pleases you, you don't want to stop. You might say, oh, I wouldn't do this again. But oh my dear, at the moment that feelings comes, you might just say, oh, let me just try it one more time. And trying it one more time may lead to a problem. Things you enjoy the most may kill you. They may lead to so many problems, so many issues. As a teenager, it's either you abstain from sex, or if you have reached that peak and you know that, oh, I can't stop it, be using contraceptives and be using condoms to protect yourselves from having a disease. Teenage pregnancy can also cause death because having a complications in the labor room can cause death. Not all teenagers can withstand the labor pain. It's not an easy task. Some teenagers may say, oh, I've gotten pregnant, I don't want my mommy to know. They'll go ahead and abort the baby. My dear, you're just killing yourself. Abortion may also lead for you to destroy your womb. It may lead to bleeding, to death. It has so many effects. So, I'm just advising you to be taking the preventive measures. Not only to be on family planning, not only to be using contraceptives, but also to be using condoms, because your health matters. Not only pregnancy, your health matters. If you're a schoolgirl, education is the key. Don't allow community, your friends or your parents to force you into early marriage. No. Maybe the guy might say, oh, I'm gonna let you go to school. Say, guy, wait for me. When I'm done with schooling, we can continue with the marriage. If you really love me, I will. Because, not all teenagers get pregnant willingly. Some are not consensual. Some get pregnant as a result of rape. And rape, some guys may rape a child as a result of just wickedness. Some may do it because they've got the attraction for you. As a girl, dressing up counts. You don't need to just dress in a random way. Know when and how to dress up around people. Because guys are easily to be attracted. Only few are considerate. Only few thinks, but most did not think twice. As long as that feeling comes, they just find a way to do what pleases them. So you need to be careful of when and how you are doing things or dressing up, because that also counts. You know, rape, it's a long lasting consequence in the life. It's something that is really not good. So many girls, I've seen so many girls having a rape issue. So many girls being pregnant as a result of so many reasons. So please, let's help to reduce the rate of teenage pregnancy and the rate of the transmission of sexually transmitted disease. You have a long way to go. If you patient until you are married or you patient for that, you are gonna enjoy it. Don't rush to do things. Doing a rush in some certain things, it hinders. It's really not good. Care for your life. Care about your health. Think about, when I get pregnant, how my mommy is gonna feel, how my daddy is gonna feel, how people are going to feel about me. Some girls are very brilliant, but due to peer pressure, peer group influence, there are some peers, they are good. They advise you to read, but some are very bad. They are bad influence. They may advise you to do things that are not good, to go to the wrong path. When you are doing things, just watch to the mirror and say, is this me? If you see yourself, then continue. If you don't, then abstain. And be prayerful in everything you do. And always come close to adults. Good adults that will advise you on what to do. Parents, get close to your children. And please, let's stop watching things that are for adults. Adults things are adults things. Don't rush to be an adult when you are still a child. Rushing up is not good. I love you all. Stay blessed. And once again, I am Ishminia Tusila, your friend.